Millions of years ago, dinosaurs roamed the lands that we now know as Britain today. Now, at Dewar's Farm Quarry, a limestone site in southeast England, part of the UK, a machine operator made an incredible discovery of footprints from two different types of dinosaurs, dating back 166 million years. This discovery is now recognized as the UK's largest ever collection of dinosaur footprints, with over 200 footprints and tracks stretching across an incredible 150 meters. Today in this video, you are going to know about how the discovery has happened and how these footprints stayed beneath layers of sand crust for around several million years without getting traced, and what these footprints tell us about dinosaurs' situation at that moment. So do not skip any part of this video. If you do, then you will be confused at the end. The story begins in June 2024 at Oxfordshire's Dewar's Farm Quarry, located between Ardleigh and Middleton Stony. At Dewar's Farm Quarry, a regular machine operator named Gary Johnson was clearing clay when he hit a strange hump in the ground. At first, he thought it was just an odd bump in the terrain, and he kept going. But then, about 3 meters later, he hit another hump. He went another 3 meters again, same thing, another hump again. Something definitely wasn't normal. That's when Gary realized these regular bumps and dips could be dinosaur footprints, because another trackway site had been found nearby back in the 1990s. In the same area, only a few hundred meters away from this quarry, named Ardleigh Quarry in 1997, around 40 sets of footprints were uncovered, with some of the trackways reaching incredible 180 meters in length. Gary Johnson reached out to a discovery team from the universities of Birmingham and Oxford. After their research, the team confirmed that those humps were indeed dinosaur footprints, but scientists wanted to find which dinosaurs left these footprints and more. To find out that, the research continued through the summer with more than 100 scientists, students, and volunteers. After a week-long excavation, scientists discovered not just one or two, but 5 different types of dinosaur trackways, and they didn't stop there. They also identified which dinosaurs had left them. From that 5, 4 of the trackways were made by a species of gigantic herbivorous sauropod. The 5th trackway was made by carnivores Megalosaurus. For a better understanding, you should know about the basics of these different dinosaur species: the plant-eating sauropods and the meat-eating Megalosaurus. Sauropods were giant, plant-eating dinosaurs known for their long necks and tails. They were among the largest animals to ever walk the earth, with some reaching lengths of over 100 feet. These gentle giants used their long necks to reach leaves high up in trees. Their massive size helped protect them from predators, making them nearly unstoppable. Sauropods had thick, pillar-like 4 legs, built to support their enormous weight. Much like the legs of an elephant, their feet had padded soles and clawed toes, which helped them walk steadily on different terrains. Despite their size, sauropods were surprisingly slow movers, with an average walking speed of about 3 to 5 kilometers per hour. Sauropods were incredibly heavy, with some species weighing up to 100 tons, about the same as 14 elephants combined. Despite their size, they were surprisingly efficient at moving in herds across vast landscapes. Megalosaurus was a fierce, meat-eating dinosaur, and one of the first dinosaurs ever discovered and named. It had strong, muscular legs that made it a powerful predator, capable of chasing down its prey. With sharp, serrated teeth, it could easily tear through the flesh of other dinosaurs. Megalosaurus stood about 10 feet tall and stretched up to 30 feet in length, making it an intimidating presence. Its claws were razor-sharp, used for gripping prey or defending itself from other predators. Despite its size, it was surprisingly agile, able to move quickly when hunting. Weighing around 1 ton, it was lighter and faster than many of its larger dinosaur counterparts. Megalosaurus' legs look like those of modern-day chickens. If we put it simply, it's a terrifying, giant blood vampire beast. Over 200 footprints have been discovered, which were crisscross the limestone floor. From 5 extensive trackways, the longest trackway is more than 150 meters in length, but they could extend much further, as only part of the quarry has been excavated. The craziest thing is scientists said these tracks are dating back to 166 million years, which means these footprints were made by Middle Jurassic period dinosaurs. The Mesozoic era of dinosaurs' time-lapse can be divided into 3 periods: Triassic, Jurassic, and Cretaceous. The Mesozoic era lasted from about 252 to 66 million years ago. The Triassic period spans 50.1 million years from the end of the Permian period 251.902 million years ago to the beginning of the Jurassic period 201.4 million years ago. The Triassic is the first and shortest period of the Mesozoic era. The Jurassic period spans 58.3 million years from the end of the Triassic period 201.4 million years ago, to the beginning of the Cretaceous period, approximately 143.1 million years ago. The Cretaceous period lasted from about 145 million years to 66 million years ago. This is the third and final period of the Mesozoic era, as well as the longest at around 77 million years. Put that into simple understanding: the Triassic period, when dinosaurs first appeared, the Jurassic period, when they grew in size and number, and the Cretaceous period, when they reached their peak in numbers and went extinct. You've probably heard the extinction story, the giant asteroid that hit Earth, wiping out the dinosaurs. The Middle Jurassic is the second epoch of the Jurassic period. It lasted from about 174.1 to 161.5 million years ago. During the Middle Jurassic period, dinosaurs were thriving and evolving into some of the most iconic species. This era saw the rise of massive herbivores like the sauropods and fierce carnivores like the megalosaurus. The landscape was lush with plants, providing plenty of food for these giants. It was a time when dinosaurs began to dominate the Earth, with new species appearing all the time. You may think now how these footprints stayed beneath layers of sand crust without getting traced for 166 million years. Initially, I also had this question, but now here is your answer for this question. The environment they lived in was covered by a warm, shallow lagoon, and the dinosaurs left their prints as they ambled across the mud. Something must have happened to preserve these in the fossil record. We don't know exactly what, but it might be that there was a storm event that came in, deposited a load of sediments on top of the footprints, and meant that they were preserved rather than just being washed away. This is what scientists said about reason for the footprints have been lasted for millions of years. Scientists also figured out which dinosaur walked through first. They believe it was the sauropod because the front edge of its big, round footprint is slightly pressed down by the three-toed megalosaurus that stepped on top of it. Knowing that one dinosaur left this exact print on the ground is absolutely thrilling. You can sort of imagine it making its way through, pulling its legs out of the mud as it was going. The scientists have taken more than 20,000 images of the footprints. Scientists then built detailed 3D models of the site using drone photography to document the footprints in detail for further research. This will allow them to find out more about the lives of these reptiles, such as how they walked, how fast they were traveling, how large they were, and whether they were alone or in a group. The tracks are believed to be connected to a similar discovery made at another limestone quarry, Ardley. The new trackways confirm that sauropods and the meat-eating theropods were living here at the time. The future fate of the trackways hasn't yet been decided, but the scientists are working with Smiths Bletchington, who operate the quarry, and Natural England on options for preserving the site for the future. They believe there could be more footprints, these echoes of our prehistoric past, just waiting to be discovered. It will be interesting to see how the tracks are preserved in the future. The previously discovered trackway, found in a quarry nearby, is now covered in a landfill. It would be fantastic if this trackway could be preserved and open to the public for all to see. Thank you so much for watching till the end. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more like this. See you in the next video.